I'm finally headed off to work where I will live life. Yeah. By the way, just to give you a heads up, I'm slowly accepting. Today I'm accepting. So I'm slowly accepting. Thank you for your honesty. And yeah, I'm slowly accepting the fact that you're where you're at, and you basically are like, you know what, I'm very happy where I'm at, and I'm not looking at changing. So I think the only prayer that I do have is basically God works in your life, however that looks like. So I have no idea, and I say that because, for all I know, God could be like, you know what, I want you to be married to this wonderful lady. I imagine she's wonderful. And she's, very sweet and loves to have fun and all that. So, and it's not she's trying, and I do appreciate the fact that she's not, trying to be intentionally cruel to you or something like that. So I really appreciate that. A lot. Yeah. So, but what else is there? Yeah, so I think, however God works in your life, and that means, whether I'm, am able to see you face to face, or if I won't be able to see you face to face. And it's you know what? Again, thank you for being honest about, thank you again for being honest. Because this lets me know, okay, exactly that, you care about me, or, you appreciate me and you won't forget me. Thank you. But it's one of those things where it's you know what? Your life is going one direction. And you're this is the path that you have chosen for yourself, and from what I can tell, that you're content with. So in that case, Papa pulled over someone. In that case, then it's you know what, it's something that especially since, again, you were honest about it, that I can accept. And yeah, I know each person is different. In my case, I'm you know what, if a person is honest with me, hey, you know what, this isn't going to work out or something, then it's okay, you know what, I'm good. Instead of being it reminds me of one time a guy was yeah, I'm not interested at all or anything like that. And I was and then, okay, you said you're not interested. And then what ended up happening was that, while he was hiding behind a door, I was yeah, I'm going on a date soon. And he was really hurt and offended. And I'm just but you said you weren't. So, either A, tell me the truth, and I will, be gentle. But if you lie to me, I will do my actions based upon the lie that you tell me. Because it's yeah, if I do it based upon how you actually feel, I honestly don't know how to make that make sense, basically. So yeah, overall, I am getting low on gas. Aside from that, again, I really appreciate your honesty, because then it's hey, you know what, any future with me at the moment, it's okay, you know what, you can't see that. At this time. And I say at honestly, how you feel like you've seen a future with me, like 20 years down the road, you're like, nah, still can't see a future with me. So that's what I say at this time, because like, I don't know, or 20 years from now you could be like, or like mainly remember the good times, which I appreciate. So yeah, so I appreciate the honesty. That way it lets me know exactly where and how to go from here, instead of being like, okay, so they said this and they said that, and then it doesn't make sense for me to be like, it, like, for example, let's say somebody's like, oh yeah, I love candy, and then like, instead I don't bring them candy, but instead of bringing them candy, I bring them healthy food, because it's like, oh yeah, no, I think they love healthy food instead, but they told me they love candy, and it's like, okay, but you said one thing, I brought you something that I personally like, not that you personally like. So yeah, overall, like, I'm like, hey, you know what, I will go based upon what you tell me. It's like, what was it, that story from, oh my poor vehicle. So there's a truck that looks as though the truck bed was like smashed in, and yeah, that's sad. Poor truck bed. So anyways, it's like, what was it? Like the Twilight. So Cinema Theory, I think I sent it to you. Cinema Therapy Twilight is basically where, what was it? Cinema Therapy Twilight, where basically Bella, she goes ahead and tells Edward, like, they have sex. He ends up bruising her, and he's like, feels horribly guilty, and he's like, I don't want to do it again, like, at all. I don't want to hurt you. And she's like, but it was the best time. Like, I don't want to have sex again. And he's like, no. And she's like, yeah. So, like, I guess in a way he was lying to himself. It's like, okay, you're lying you're saying like no because it's like, I don't want to hurt you, but also, are you in denial about like what she wants? So yeah, whenever a person lies, I will go and like, I'll be angry and upset and frustrated, and then B, I will go based upon the lie that a person tells me. It's like, okay, you do want this or you don't want that. Okay, I'll do as you request. So yeah, thank you. Like, and I know I've mentioned that before, but thank you again for like your honesty and just for like telling me basically. So yeah, I guess my only prayer is for God to work in you, but I don't know what how that looks like at all. I also now wonder, like, especially since it was posted where you know what, I realized this dress has shrunk. I don't know how that happened. I wonder if I was supposed to have this hung dry. Like, I've washed it, but I wonder if I was supposed to hang it out to dry, because it's shorter than it was before. Like, before it was like almost down to my knees, and now it's just past my, it was almost down to my feet, and now it's just past my knees. And I know I'm not, like, I haven't grown any inches, because I'm not growing anymore. I'm probably going to shrink, or I am shrinking over life, so yeah. But yeah, what else was there? I think those were the main things. Yeah, so thank you for your honesty. You, like, keep doing you. basically. And since you're like very happy, then congratulations. So yeah, I do hope that even though you're getting married, that you will make the best decisions possible out there, because I do want you to see your overall like life healthy and thriving and in a wonderful place. I think I'm exiting now. I'm exiting. Why is there no A? It shows the number and then just the number, and then according to the directions on the map, it shows like the number and then A. So I'm just like, but yeah. I do hope that you make good, healthy decisions for you and your family. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the question is, since you... Yeah, so my question is for you, like, there is, God, can I feel you? So I wonder if that was, like, a reference. Okay, this is gonna, I don't know what you think about it, but I was wondering sincerely, was it in regards to sex? And the reason why is because, or it wasn't in regards to, like, feeling His Holy Spirit on you and for your life. And I only ask since, like, again, I'm not a mind reader, and like, if it's in regards to feeling the Holy Spirit, my thing is like prayer and fasting, so there's that. Like, still definitely drink water, but like prayer and lack of food maybe. And then whenever you start eating again, eat mainly like fruits, vegetables, that kind of thing for like a couple of days, and then after that, okay, I think I can go. No, okay, I'm waiting for that guy on a motorcycle too. There we go. So yeah, I could have grabbed a beignet. I might be going to New Orleans in a couple weeks, by the way. So what is a friend of mine, my friend that I hung out, that I took her to work this morning, what was that? She has not been to New Orleans. I was like, what? And I've been going to New Orleans, like, since I was maybe 14, maybe even younger. And I'm like, you haven't been to New Orleans? So she is also studying for her driver's license. And what I'm going to do is basically, I told her, like, the next time we hang out, I'll go ahead and, like, we'll study for the driver's license together, because I want her to pass and to do well and, like, get her driver's license. So yeah, especially since she's looking at buying a car, and she has the money for a car too. There we go. Ow! So I was told to go this way, and I followed it, and there was, the motorcycle that was like, come on, motorcycle. And, yeah, they went a slightly longer way, and they passed me. So, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so I was wondering, what is your opinion on that? And then what is your opinion on, like, how you mean God can, yeah. And then also, again, like, I understand you don't want anything to happen between us, but yeah, I don't, it might be, like, I'm 99% sure God working on you is, like, going to be a wonderful thing. And I say that because you seem okay, at least, with me being in your life. Or especially since you've taken some of the stuff that I said and you've kind of applied it to your own life. I think something's rubbing against the tire. Yeah, since some of the things that I've said you've applied to your own life. So I'm glad I've been decent at giving advice and like that. Thank you for being willing to listen to what I have to say. So yeah. No, it's yellow. Okay, I passed it. Anyways, I have been dragging my feet on looking for a job. So I need to like man up. Oh, I know what I can do. I can ask someone to hold me accountable because I'm broke and I'm tired of living in debt and I want to pay everything off in like probably I would love to pay everything off in the next 2-3 weeks. Or sorry, 2-3 months. That would be wonderful. Because right now I'm just like paying it off, which is great. But like at this rate, I'll have it all paid off in like 16 years. So like because I'm paying about the minimum amount. So yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you later. I hope they have a great day. Let's see. Oh wait, so the song 1, 2, and then I take it in a way you'll take my bit of courage that I have. It'll be like you'll apply it for your own life, but then I appreciate the fact that you like my courage and that you've sort of accepted it, kind of admire it. So yeah, I admit I've had to be strong because like I haven't really had someone in my corner and I have to kind of fight for my corner. So I really, and I feel, or I have felt kind of ashamed about that because I'm like, I shouldn't, like, am I doing wrong by like standing up for what I believe is right? Or like, I feel wrong, but I'm like, okay, what's going on is not right. So yeah, that's basically like my mindset. And for the simple fact that you're like accepting of it and okay with it, like I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, that way it's not like thanks to you, I feel more secure, like emotionally, mentally. And so thank you very, very much for that. And I'm hungry. I think it's because like I've had like snacks and then a small like helping food and I'm still hungry. And my job does not have a microwave. Dang it, it does not have a microwave. And I have like, you know those little cups of food for ravioli? I have those and I would love to like heat one of those up. But we don't have a microwave. Oh man, I'm hungry. Hey person. I don't know which person this is. Oh, I think I know who it is. So anyways, I will talk to you later. I wonder what I could eat. I have some like beef and other stuff in which I don't have to heat up, but yeah. I'll talk to you later. I hope you have a great day. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Okay, so I'm not sure if you remember, like a few weeks ago or so, there was this cockroach that came in and it started crawling away. And then like I tried to get rid of it. I like sprayed it or whatever, and it fell and it hit itself. And I was like, no, like it's gone. What do I do? So anyway, so that ended up happening. I'm like, okay, I can't really do anything. Well, then a few nights ago, I hear this like this crawling inside of one of the vents, and I was like, okay. So I go ahead and like, I think I stopped everything and I turned everything off, and then next thing I know, I see the cockroach. Wait, I already told you this story. I think. I can't remember. Anyways, then I see the cockroach. It comes out of the air vent. I was like, oh, there it is! There it is! So I went ahead and like turned on the vehicle, and then next thing I know, it goes back into the vent, and then I turned on the vent for like the defroster, and then after that it like comes out, and then I go over to the other, it comes out and starts crawling down. I go ahead and open up the door, and it like falls and onto the ground. I was like, yes. So I was very happy. So I'm like, I will tolerate bugs to a certain degree if I can get them out, but if they're like in my home, and I know this is my home, but like if I can get them out without killing them, then yeah, I'm okay with that, because like they're pretty harmless. Usually they're pretty harmless. So yeah. Why do I have 41 ones? These are all ones. And then I also have my cup, which is full of like coins and then some dollar bills. I have so many ones. So many ones. Okay. Anyways. I need to get some oil in my hair. I hope nobody's allergic. The driest portion is like way up here. I only need like a fingertip. Boop, and then rub it along my fingers. Okay, anyways, I will talk to you later. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope that your day is decent and that it goes well and all that jazz. And yeah, thank you again for your honesty. If there is anything else that you I grabbed the brush, and then suddenly my barf bag flew out. So yeah, I've still carried my barf bag from Oregon around with me. But yeah, if there's anything else you want to talk about, yeah, just I guess let me know, and I'll be able to respond. So yeah, probably tomorrow. Not sure about tonight, but definitely by tomorrow. So yeah, see you later.